You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, you guys. So hopefully everybody's doing well. I appreciate everybody that's going to get the notification and come in. Salute to all of you guys who support the channel, support the network. Latasha, salute to you. You came through with $100 donation in the Cash App last night. I appreciate it. Much love to you, my sister. Um, thank you. And also to Brother Delbert, salute to you. You came through with a $15 donation, man. I appreciate that as well. And let's get right into it, man. And here we go again, you guys. I mean, like I said before, I told you, man, this dude is unhinged, man. Um, it is sad because it affects the entire world. The entire world is headed down a path of destruction. The oil prices have shot over $107 a barrel last night. When late last night when this report came out, and now here we go again. Donald Trump's at the lowest rating. He's at a 37% approval rating, and only 29% of people agree with him in this stupid war, bro. Bro, this man is going to destroy the entire world. I'm telling you, bro, this dude is a clown, bro. So now it's being reported that Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu are preparing to return and attack Iran again immediately. It is absolutely sickening, man. Gas prices out of the roof, all of these different things, man. Absolutely disgusting, man. And like I said before, I just don't respect it, man. I don't respect what he's going on, man. You know, I, bro, he's trying to destroy the entire world, bro. He's trying to destroy the entire world, bro. And he thinks he can just move with impunity and do whatever he wants to do. And, the thing about Donald Trump is he's such he's such an ignorant person. He thinks he can control what other countries do, but then he can do what he wants to do. Like, let me give you an example. He thinks he can run around here and say, "Oh yeah, we'll take Greenland. Oh yeah, I'll go take Cuba." But then if China wants to go over here and mess with Taiwan, now he got a problem. What you mean? No, they're looking at what you're doing. They're saying, "Hey, buddy, you're doing this. Don't come in our mix and tell us what we need to do." And a lot of people are asking, since you're sending all these people to war, why isn't Barron Trump over there going to war? Why isn't Barron Trump going to war? Why do all the people have to suffer? Because that's all that's going to happen. You guys don't understand. It's not going to just end when Donald Trump leaves office. They're going to look at this as a situation where all these people voted for Donald Trump. So what's going to happen years to come? The Iranians, they're going to hold this always against the American people worldwide. So they're always going to be on the offensive world. So if something happens 10, 15, 20 years from now, they're going to go back and say, "I remember when you started this with us?" And people are going to delusionally say, "Oh, they attacked us." No, no, no. They're going to forget that they voted for a guy named Donald J. Trump that came into office harassing other countries, doing this type of foolishness, thinking he could take over everybody, thinking he's the goddamn police of the world. Meanwhile, you got all this stuff going on in the United States of America every single day. I just seen a Royal Rumble in Chipotle last night. A Royal Rumble in Chipotle. Why they can't control these situations? I'm seeing more people get unalive on a day-to-day basis. I'm seeing baby daddies unalive the baby mama. I'm seeing a white dude walk around here with a mustache calling people the outright N-word, and I don't see any national backlash for that. Inciting riots. Why he ain't sending the goon squad for that type of shit? Right? Well, you got a dude that's out here inciting violence in the United States of America. I told you, this guy, they don't even want to resolve the issues that are going on in the United States of America. First, they're worried about everybody else. They're policing, and then they got the few people that are still going on with this delusional crap. They've got them hooked so bad. And to the person that said, "I know nothing," no, I know a lot. I know one thing. I know gas prices is out of the roof. Julie Hoyt. Julie Hoyt. I know one thing. I know that many of the people that helped Donald Trump get elected don't like this asshole and have went against him and called him out on his lies. I know one thing. I know he's ducking those Epstein files. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. You're not. When you're in the Epstein files being accused of doing something to people who are not of age, you're not. You're not the best president in our lifetime. You're a liar. You're a charlatan, and you need to be removed, and you need to be psychiatrically checked, man. Point blank, period. You need to be checked immediately. Because it's people like you that have sent this nation straight to hell. Straight like that. He's a liar. He's still ducking the smoke with them Epstein files. He still have not. Ask yourself a question. Why do we go to war to duck all this smoke with Epstein files? Ask yourself that question. Since you want to talk, ask yourself that question. Then you talking about somebody's lying. Ain't nobody lying shit all over the news right now. What the hell is you talking about? This is what I be talking about. When I come on to YouTube and I say stuff, people come on here just lying. When I come on to Facebook, when I come on to X, wherever I'm at, they just come in here lying just to push a narrative. It's disgusting. Did I tell you this the other day? It don't matter what I talk about. It's always going to be a group of buffoons that come out acting like a fool. I'm just bringing out facts. But since you think, like I said before, that I'm capping, let's go ahead and play the news. Let's go ahead and play it. Let's get to it.
Trump has again threatened Iran act quickly to agree a peace deal amid stalled negotiations. Writing on social media, Donald Trump said the clock was ticking and the Iranians should move fast or nothing will be left of them. Time is of the essence. Well, the message came as the president was due to speak with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday.
So let's wait. Donald Trump posted on his Truth Social, and this girl coming here telling me I'm a liar. Once again, he's threatening to wipe out a civilization. Those are war crimes. Those are war crimes. But I know you don't have a problem with that. You don't have a problem with them doing that. You know what I'm saying? These people are delusional. They're insane. They're deranged, and they have destroyed this world, man. And I told every last one of y'all, you can look at how many subscribers I lose from telling the truth on this damn channel. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's not going to stop me, though. It's not going to stop me. No matter who it is. I'm going to speak the truth. No matter who it is. So if you don't like the truth, if you don't want to seek the truth, hey, that's your fault. That's not mine. That's your problem. That's not mine. That's your personal issue. That's not mine. But I know one thing. This guy right here, he ducked the Epstein files. Didn't want no smoke with the Epstein files. So what do they do? Go to war. Think about this. And you got all these delusional people who are sitting here watching this in real time. They acting like they're not seeing the gas prices at $4.50. They acting like they're not watching the economy go straight to hell. They're acting like they're not seeing this. They're acting like they're blind and not seeing this stuff going on. It makes no sense whatsoever. That is this much delusion going on in our world that people are ignoring this stuff. Right? The only way they're going to learn is if something crazy happened right now. That's the only way they're going to learn. That's the sad part about it. These people are only going to learn is if something catastrophic happens. That's the only way they're going to learn. And it's sad that you'd have people out there, and then some people will still ride that train. And you got to ask yourself a question. Why are they so war ready and war happy when nobody in Donald Trump's family has ever served? Make it make sense. Did Donald Trump's daddy serve? Did Donald Trump serve? Did any of Donald Trump's kids serve? Did any of Donald Trump's family serve in the military? But they'll send everybody else's kids and everybody else's family out here to go get that smoke. Think about that. But I guarantee you one thing. I guarantee you that Donald Trump will not let Baron Trump go to war. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you he won't let Baron Trump go to war. Let anybody come with the idea that Baron Trump take his ass out there and go to war and see what happens. See what happens. Hold on, I got a donation. Hey, Leanne, salute to you. Leanne come through with a $200 donation this morning in the Cash App. And she says, I'm sick of this president. the man has a 30, let me say this, the man has a 37% approval rating as of last night. That's the lowest he's had. 29% of the people agree with this war. 29. Think about this. And he told all the people, and I want y'all to think about something. Whether you supported Donald Trump or not, look at the pattern of this guy. This is when you know people are sick weirdos. And you got to just remove yourself from around people like this. You will support a person. As soon as they do something or say something in contrast to what you believe, now here you come, hating, talking down on them, disrespecting them. Think about this. Candace Owens. Why? And it's funny how nobody talks about this on the line. They all duck this conversation because they all full of shit. Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones. The list goes on. The list goes. Marjorie Taylor Greene. All these people were vast supporters of Donald Trump. They helped Donald Trump get elected. They said, hold on, Trump. You said no more wars. We believed you. Guess what Donald Trump told them to do? Shut the F up. Oh, you're ugly. You're stupid. You're low IQ. This is what he did to the same people that voted for him, that told everybody to vote for him and push for him. Think about this shit I'm telling y'all now. Hey, Trump, you said you was going to release the Epstein files. There's a lot of Democrats in here that are hiding from smoke, man. Why you ain't releasing all those files? Shut up. Nobody cares about the file. But Trump, you told us that you were going to release them. We rode with you on that. These are all facts. These are all facts. He calls Joe Biden low energy. Yeah, Sleepy Joe. But every time you turn around, Donald Trump is sleeping at some type of press conference. They got him on video so many times. I want y'all to think about this. People have a serious problem. I told y'all, people follow a cult, man. They really do, bro. When you're a respectful, honorable man, and you got people that ride with you or that roll with you for so many years, you don't treat people like that. You don't do that shit, man. That's not what you do. Donald Trump is a horrific type of individual. Donald Trump is a person, if you don't agree with everything he say, he's going to publicly shame you. They sat up there and cried about a Drewski skit with Erica Kirk. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, over the course of his career, has demonized, talked down about women, and absolutely clowned women for years. And you still got women out here that are out here defending Donald Trump. He cried and told Erica Kirk that she should sue. But he has sat out here and said some of the most devilish things about Rosie O'Donnell and all these other women. Talked about their looks, everything. You think this motherfucker was in the GQ magazine. This is what Donald Trump did to people. Yeah, I got all the tapes of when he's insulting these people. So he can go around insulting and saying anything he wants to say about everybody. This type of world we live in, where people live in a world of delusion, man. People live in a world of delusion, bro. It's disgusting. This world that we live in. He's telling y'all that his mindset is willing to wipe out an entire civilization of people. If it wasn't for those people that's around him that said, no, we ain't gonna do that, he would have already did it. If it was solely up to Trump, he would have already did that shit. He wouldn't have cared what nobody think. He would have already did it. He's talking about making Venezuela a state, taking over a whole country, bro. Are you guys serious? He talked about going and effing with Cuba. They've always tried to make Cuba look bad. He said, Donald Trump is the one who said, hey, man, it would be my pleasure. Think about that. You bothering people. Then you guys talk about fairness, equality. United States is supposed to be about all these things. Is it fair to go out here and blow up these ships without even giving these people a trial? Why not go seize the ship, seize the people, and see what they got, and then go give them a trial? No, Donald Trump is murdering people. These are war crimes. That's murder. Think about this, y'all. If you go on the highway, y'all, I want y'all to, everybody listen to what I'm saying to y'all. If you go on the highway in the United States of America and you pull over a truck and you think that truck has drugs inside and you just unalive everybody in the truck, that's not stone cold murder? That's murder. That's murder. I want you to think about this. That is murder without a trial. You can't do that. So he's doing outside of the United States in the waters what is illegal to do in the United States. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. People don't use their brains. People don't use their brains. And this is what happens. You know, like I tell you, I call this shit how I see it. I take it lay down for nobody. I bite my tongue for none of these people. This is how I genuinely feel about these different issues. Some people gonna get mad. Hey man, fuck them. It is what it is. But I'm gonna speak what I feel, and my heart is the truth. This is the type of stuff that's going on around our country. And the only way that it's going to be changed is if you have enough people that's willing to, first of all, bring these issues to light, and second of all, push for a change. So if my little voice has to start here to help make people see things and think things in a different way, that's what I'm going to do. But I want you to think about what I just said to you. Imagine if everybody that's on the highway right now that may have drugs, or you may suspect that they have drugs. Because sometimes they'll suspect that a black man driving a truck at night has drugs, right? Imagine they just took everybody's life just like that. No trial, no arrest, no procedure, no nothing. Just boom, took your life. That's illegal. How is it not illegal if somebody's in waters, you suspect that they're shipping drugs, and you just unalive them? No, you have the resources to go seize the boat. Why? Because you know exactly where they are. So you have the resources to go seize the boat, arrest the people, and bring them to a trial in front of all their peers. No, they ain't doing that. They out here taking people out with no remorse, no trial. Those are war crimes. I don't think people really understand it. That's why I had to break it down to y'all like that. You would have all hell break loose if that's what happened in the United States. Think about that. Think about what I just said to y'all. If they just had just attacks on all different types of trucks and everything like that they thought was shipping drugs, and just take unaliving all these people without even checking to see first or giving them a trial first to see whether or not they're going to go to prison or not. Think about that. So I don't even want to say that. Let me stop. I don't even want to say that. Let me stop. I don't want to put myself in that situation. Let me stop. Let me stop right now. I'm gonna stop that right now. What I was gonna say. Stop that right now. What I was gonna say. Right. I'm gonna make sure I go ahead and fall back on that. I'm glad. Thank God you caught me on that one, because I was gonna say it. I definitely was gonna say it. But I'm just telling y'all, man, leadership, when you a leader, you understand what I'm saying? You don't do disrespectful shit to the people who helped build you up, the people who showed you love all this time. That's not how you roll, man. And when you do that shit, and you see a pattern of people doing this shit to numerous people, hey man, you see what type of time this motherfucker's on. This is exactly what y'all need to be looking at with Donald Trump. Look at all the people he was cool with, when they were supporting him and pushing him and had these major platforms. Donald Trump didn't have no problem with these people. As soon as they start saying, hey man, you said this, but you did this. What's up, man? Now they ain't shit. Now they trash. Now Tucker Carlson, who Donald Trump was extremely cool with when he was getting elected. Now this dude was a broken man. He tell you how he really feel, man. I tell you, man, these motherfuckers show themselves every day. They expose themselves for who they really are, which is world-class scum. Right? See, I told you, it don't matter what you look like, in my opinion. When you out here moving like this man's talking about wiping out an entire civilization of people. Meanwhile, he's in the Epstein files himself, ducks the smoke. Melania went up there talking about something. Everybody need to do this and do that, and they ain't did nothing ever since. That's just lip service. They ain't did a damn thing since Melania went up there talking about the Epstein file. What happened to all that? Think about everything that I'm saying to y'all. The news was going deep on the Epstein file situation. Soon as Donald Trump knew exactly what to do, change the topic. Let's go to war. I go to war, they got to talk about war every day. We ain't got to talk about the Epstein files no more. They ain't asking about the Epstein files no more. He's all up in the Epstein files. They ain't asking about it no more. Think about that. Think about what I just said to y'all. Then you got Lindsey Graham talking about some, oh, well, maybe it's good that Republicans lose all that. Man, shut up, man. Lindsey Graham, you ain't nothing but a warmonger too. What has Lindsey Graham ever done? But sent people and want to go to wars. That's all Lindsey Graham. A true evil man. Truly evil in the heart. Evil in the heart. When you okay with taking another life without no remorse, you're evil. You're evil. I've always been a person to say, hey, man, let's sit down and listen first. Anytime they needed to agree to a deal, they already had a deal. Remember, you're the one who said that Barack Obama wasn't going to do a deal. Donald Trump is a liar and a charlatan. He sat up here and told y'all that Barack Obama wasn't going to do a deal, but he was going to go to war for political reasons. He said it. He said, Obama, he's not going to do a deal. He's going to go to war. Unfortunately, I'm telling you, all of his followers believe everything he said and just listen. It's like a whole bunch of parrots following behind Donald Trump. Yes, Donald. Yes, Donald. Yes, Donald. Yes, Donald. When Barack Obama actually did the deal and the world was safe, right? They did the deal. The world was safe. The economy was getting better. Here comes Trump. He hated that so much. He tore that shit up. He hated it so much. He tore it up and says, no, I'm going to do my deal. And I don't want you to have anything. That's my deal. My deal is that you give me everything. I want you to think about that. How you going to tell another country that they can't defend themselves, but you ain't telling this shit to North Korea? Everybody, I want y'all to really think about this because I get surgical on this thing. When I say this stuff, I'm not just on here just talking. I know what I'm talking about. Think about this. You talk about whole countries. You're telling a country they can't have the same things to defend themselves that other countries have against them. If that ain't bullying, I don't know what is. So Iran, they can't defend themselves the same way Israel can, the same way North Korea can, the same way China can, the same way India can. They can't, right? The same way Russia can. All those countries out there ain't got WMDs. Iran's like, hold on. So you're going to tell us that North Korea, y'all got beef with North Korea. We ain't never seen you run down on North Korea like that. That's why I told y'all, Donald Trump pick at you. Why ain't Donald Trump run down on North Korea like that? Why he ain't run down on that leader from North Korea looking for smoke like that? That leader from North Korea, John, he ain't playing he ain't playing no games. Put 300-400 on that ass straight like that. See, Donald Trump pick and choose his shits. He go fuck with Iran because he know Iran ain't got nothing that can hit the United States. Guess who has to suffer? All of your buddies in the Persian Gulf over there. All of your buddies in the Middle East over there. Not you, because they don't have anything that can hit the United States. You know, and you lie to y'all and say, they're going to attack the United States. How? Iran does not have capabilities of weapons to hit the United States. Think about what I just said to y'all. These are the lies they tell y'all. Ever since they poison your brain with lies. Meanwhile, you know who can't hit the United States? North Korea. You know who does have WMDs? North Korea. No, that has been on the table for over 2 decades now. Potential issues with North Korea. And they got WMDs. And North Korea be testing their ballistic weapons all the time. And Donald Trump, why Donald Trump ain't gonna look at this smoke for that? Why Donald Trump go over there kissing up to China? He talk all that shit to China, then go over there, ni hao, kissing their ass. You know what time it is. Why you ain't run over there? You right over there to the Chinese leader right now. Why you ain't stand on that same business with the Chinese leader that y'all doing with all these Iran and Venezuela? Why you ain't do that? Get that same energy, dog. Oh, that's right. I forgot. China not playing. China got all that technology. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't want that smoke. What about Russia? The United States had issues with Russia for a long time. Why Donald Trump ain't look for that smoke with Putin? Why he ain't say, hey, man, look, let's get it cracking, dog? Oh, okay, yeah. I think you know why. I think Putin, really about that life. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's okay to go effing with people that you know can't reach you. But the people that you know that's willing to get that's what I call a bully. And I told y'all that. When you a person in that type of position, you use your strength wisely. You don't go out here bullying people. When you're extra strong like that, you don't never want to be in these type of situations where I gotta feel like I'm bullying people and stuff like that. I don't want to feel like that. They will these people like Donald Trump will poison people who follow him mind against other people who've been cool. This is what fake ass leaders like him do. They poison the mind of the people that's still following him, that's still, kissing his ass and shit like that. So what would Donald Trump do? Let me give you an example. All these people were supporting Donald Trump, right? So the people who say, you know what, man, hold on, I ain't rocking like that, man. I don't like how he moving, right? Like he lying. He told us he was gonna do one thing, he didn't do this, and then he always get into conflicts with people that supported him and shit like that. What's up with this nigga, man? This nigga ain't moving right, bro. It's like he want to control what everybody doing, what everybody's saying. Think about that, right? That's not how a real leader moves. But what Donald Trump do is he'll go tell the other people that's around him, he'll go infiltrate their minds. Yeah, you can't fuck with Marjorie Taylor Greene. She capping, man. She ain't the same. She ain't doing this. No, nigga, you ain't the same, motherfucker. You ain't the same. Period. Yeah, Candace Owens, something happened to her. She's not the same anymore. She's not listening to everything I said. Think about this shit now. They probably never did nothing wrong to you. Candace Owens ain't never probably did nothing wrong to none of them other Republican people. This is what Donald Trump don't did. Marjorie Taylor Greene. What he do? Try to turn everybody is still following his delusional ass against her. And by the time these people that follow Donald Trump realize, hold on, man, this motherfucker is a divisive motherfucker right here, bro. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Dude is scum, bro. He's a liar, man. And he's a dude he's a warmonger. He's up here and campaigned on no more wars. This is the reason why he got elected. He campaigned on no more wars and how he was going to make the economy better. Secure the borders and make America first. What does he do? The opposite. The opposite. You got these lame ass people running around here. Hold on, y'all. Walter Griffin, salute to you, brother. Walter Griffin won $100 donation this morning and the PayPal. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate it, man. And he said, no lies detected ticket. Yeah, you already know, dog. I'm just being honest, man. They've been giving this dude a pass, bro. This dude have you seen his social media, bro? Donald Trump needs to be checked just off the stuff he posts on social media, bro. Have y'all seen this man's social media and the things he posts? Look at this man really. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Donald Trump thinks he's God. He thinks that. He idolizes himself. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. He idolizes himself. Usually, When you have all these things, people do it for you out of love. There's so many people that say, you know what, we're going to memorize you. This motherfucker be memorizing himself. I'm going to do a ballroom and put my name all over it. I'm going to do a big museum in honor of me. I'm going to do all these things and put my name all over them. Meanwhile, what he don't know is the day he walk out of office, they going to tear all that shit down. Putting himself on the passport, all of these things. This man idolized himself. Like I said, he's in the Epstein files being accused of some of the most diabolical things. Instead of him saying, hey, let's do a thorough investigation so they can clear my name. If you really innocent, I want y'all to feel what I'm saying. If you really innocent and you ain't violate them kids like they accuse you of, wouldn't you want to clear your name? Wouldn't you say, you know what, man, let's do an open investigation. I ain't got shit to hide. I'm going to clear my name in front of the whole world. Let's do an open investigation. Transparent, in front of the world. To investigate everybody that's in these Epstein files. That shows y'all how corrupt our world, our country is. Because in other nations, they jamming people up. Or you was in the Epstein file, these other people getting charged. Getting their title stripped from them, all kind of stuff. Only in America, everybody else protected. They want y'all to think it was this big trafficking ring going on. Think about why I'm telling y'all this. But the only people that's arrested was Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, the victims out here telling y'all it's a whole bunch of co-conspirators that still walking around here right now. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Where the FBI running down on this? Y'all don't have no protection clause no more for the youth. These people are disgusting. Like I said, I operate off a different set of code and ethics. I don't play about the youth. I don't give a fuck who it is. You know why? Because they're the most important. Because they're the ones that's going to be next. When you get older, they're the ones that's going to have to be controlling things. That's why you always supposed to raise them up the right way. Guide them in the right directions. Don't come on here lying to them and telling them all kind of fairy tales and lead them into the wrong direction. Think about what I just said to you. Think about what I just said. See, when you don't have no smut on your name is not even in these types of circles of conversation. Think about what I just said. Donald Trump's name is in these circles of conversation. And I told y'all this. So many people will turn their back on me for the things I say. It is what it is. I'm not here to please them. It is what it is. If you lose something across along the way, man, it is what it is. It's not going to stop me from speaking the truth about whoever it is. Because it need to be spoken. Donald Trump is not a man for this country. He's not a man to lead. He's not a man to lead this. He's not a real man. He don't stand on his word. He's a liar. This man demonized all these people. He talked all this shit about releasing the Epstein files. Then as soon as it was time to release it, what Majority Taylor Greene told you, he said he wanted to protect his friends. But it's the same, you know what, that told y'all he was here to drain the swamp. What swamp? What swamp is he draining? What swamp is he draining? What swamp is he draining? And to the brother in the comment section that says that Hillary Clinton ain't nobody, you ain't lying. They all in the same boat. I told you this. It was all in the same groups. They all in the same boat. And like I said, people are delusional in the world we live in. They live off delusion, bro. They live off lies, bro. They live off misconceptions. They allow other people to get in your mind and deceive you and deception you. Pillow talking like hoes. All kind of shit. This is the type of stuff that goes on in our world. But the truth is always going to rise. The cream is always going to rise to the top. The truth is always going to prevail. It's always going to prevail. So when you have scumbag like Donald Trump saying one thing and doing another thing, yeah, it looks good now. But somehow, in the end, it always seems to come back full surface. And then somehow, some way, the truth seems to come out. Oh, yeah, the truth seems to come out somehow, some way. Right? Shout out to my sister Elaine Baker coming through with a $100 donation in the PayPal. Appreciate my sister. Always show her love, man. Always show her. That's a beautiful sister right there. She know the truth. She know what time it is. I'm just telling y'all this. Listen to what a person say and what they did. Listen to what Donald Trump said. He said he was going to release the Epstein files, and then he said he was going to have full transparency. Did he? No, he didn't. He didn't release all of them. Still, a lot of them not even been released. They're still arguing about that. Then they're ducking. They've been ducking this smoke with Pam Bondi. I want you to think about something, y'all. Let's cut from the bullshit in our country. If you ain't on cap and you got full transparency, hey man, you ain't ducking no smoke. None. Bill Clinton went up there and told a bold-faced goddamn lie. Everything Bill Clinton said, I believe, was lies at his Epstein questioning. Everything. That motherfucker sat up there and act like he ain't know nothing, he ain't see nothing. Liar, man. And the people of this world, they just go along with it. It's the people that are putting these people in the positions that'll just lie to you, bullshit shit, cap. Stu's a liar. As soon as Donald Trump told y'all, no more wars, we don't want to get into any more wars, you know, mind our business. The day he started talking about war, all of his supporters should have dropped that shit day one. All of them. A lot of them are, but not all of them. Why? Because you have some truly demonic people that surround this cat. Lindsey Graham being one of them. Marco Rubio, sellout. The list goes on. J.D. Vance, Mr. Eyeshadow himself. A follower, never a leader. Look at all the people that went to prison for Donald Trump. Think about what I just said to y'all. Look at all the people that went to prison for Donald Trump. Are y'all not seeing what I'm saying to y'all? All the people that went to prison for this man over the years. Think about that. And all the people that's going to go to prison when he gets out of office. Boy, people do anything that be in a power position, boy. And I tell y'all this. It's not going to be what y'all think. All y'all that still support Donald Trump, y'all better tell him to get his ass out of there right now. I promise y'all this. All y'all that still support Donald Trump, I'm being as honest as I can be with y'all right now. Y'all better push for y'all's guy to get out this situation immediately. Because I'm telling you, it's already been bad. What Donald Trump has already done is going to cause the American people and Israelis problems for the next 50 years. Iran is not going to, they think Iran is just going to stop and heal and forget. They're not going to, bro, revenge is, revenge is best when it's served cold, man. Meaning, they just wait you. This is what they're going to do. They're going to be patient and play the wait game. They're going to let the Americans get settled again, happy, smiling, all this stuff. Let your guards get down, and then that's when they're going to come back and get you. When you at your most vulnerable. Everybody will be like, oh, what happened? Look what they did to us. They're going to be forgetting that they voted this guy in, and he went over here effing with these people for no reason. Lying to y'all. He's a liar. From day one, Donald Trump told y'all the first time he went over, he says, I've completely destroyed all of their nuclear capabilities. Are you serious, dog? So you destroyed all it. Remember day one he came out. This dude's a liar, bro. Bro, I don't think Donald Trump's ever told the truth before in his life. From day one, he came out and he said, excuse me, he said, yeah, we've completely destroyed all of their nuclear capabilities. Iran will never have a nuke. Then 2-3 weeks later, they go into war. He's talking about, oh, I said that they can never have a nuke. No, you said you had already destroyed the nukes. You said you already destroyed all of their, nuclear facilities. What happened, Donald Trump? You said you had bunker busters that went down in the ground that destroyed everything. Nobody held Donald Trump up to this standard. Think about this. Think about what I just said to y'all. To the brother in the comment section, Epstein was locked in with everybody, bro. Epstein was at that level. He was locked in with everybody, bro. You don't get off like that. You're the only one to go down if you ain't locked in with everybody. You locked in so powerful, both sides afraid to go at you. Jeffrey Epstein had all these people locked in. You know why? Because all these people are a bunch of weirdos. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. They try to hide this stuff, lie. People get mad when you come on YouTube and tell the truth. I don't give a fuck, man. I'll tell you, man. Bro, I really don't give a shit no more, man. I'm just keep it real, man. Some of the people and legends that we look up to, scumbags. Great talent, never take away their ability, scum. It never meant nothing to me for to have a certain name. Nah, man. If you out here on cap, nigga, the hell with you. If you out here capping, nigga, you gonna get called out. I thought that was supposed to be. I didn't think we were supposed to have a protection program for people that's out here doing this type of shit and being accused of doing this type of stuff. Again, I don't told y'all this. But think about all the shit that was coming out of them Epstein files, bro. It was deep. And ask yourself a question. Nobody batted an eye when Ghislaine Maxwell was moved to the lightest prison that she could be moved to. They're saying she even getting special privileges, y'all. How is somebody like that, who the lady said that she, to this day, Ghislaine Maxwell's threatening her life? To this day. The accuser. What was her name? Maria Farmer or something like that? The girl I just played for y'all the other day? She came out and said she's still getting death threats. But they got Ghislaine Maxwell in a low security prison. Make it make sense, y'all. So she gets to sit in a low security prison, right? Absolutely disgusting work. Stacey Hall, salute to you. $25 donation, cash app. Appreciate it. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. I hope everybody listens to what I'm saying to people. Right? And as of right now, you guys, I have a new report. The U.S. is saying, right, that Iran has days to deliver what they want. If they don't, it's going right back to war. This is what Netanyahu wants. Netanyahu somewhere just smiling somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Guys, man, like I said before, man, absolutely disgusting work, bro. When you're a powerful person, the last thing you want to do is go to war, bro. When you that powerful, bro. Because what comes with that type of power, it comes leadership. It comes having a mind. It comes having a conscience. It comes having great decision making. Things like that. See what I'm saying? It ain't just about, oh, I'm gonna just do this for this. No. When you're a leader of all the people, you have to be a leader of all the people. Right? Think about what I'm saying to y'all. And your first priority is to keep peace. When you're that strong, that powerful, you always want to keep peace, man. You don't never want to do shit that's going to cause issues and stir, because it adds up. It reflects on your character when you constantly falling out with people. And the common denominator is you. This is the situation with Donald Trump. The common denominator is Donald Trump. Look at all of the big people that helped him get elected. This man talks shit about Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly sat up there for years, not even on her network, but on Fox News, capping, holding down the whole Republican side. For this dude to shit all over Megyn Kelly like she ain't nothing. Now she gets a reality check. Right? All these presidents are a bunch of weirdos. You mean to tell me you're that powerful, but you can't get women to just agree and consent normally? You got so many political figures accused of taking it. Why would, if you that powerful, bro, it's women out here that's willing to get down and what, bro? It's crazy to me. It's literally, bro, literally, you go in any bar, take your ass down there to Atlanta, go in a bar. Look at all them single women that's down there. All you gotta do is know how to talk. Not look like an absolute bum. It ain't gonna be hard for you to find a woman that's beautiful, of age. But these weirdos be accused of taking this stuff. Nah, man, it ain't in the game. Playing the limits with these. I don't even want to say that on YouTube, Facebook, X. Right? We ain't got no more laws no more, no more morals and ethics no more. It's a protection plan for certain people. I told you, if you're powerful, if you're a celebrity, you got a protection plan. Shit's sad. Shit's sad, bro. You know? When, honestly, if you get these types of scumbags out of the community, the world will be a better place. I'm just being honest with y'all. And it always be the people at the top. And then the delusional people that's in the world be voting for these people. They be voting for these animals to get put in these positions to be leaders. That's the sad part. That is the truly sad part. And think about this, y'all. Why is it always the dudes that's getting into politics always be the ones that be accused of all this devilish type of taking the booty and all these type of different weirdo allegations? It always be in the political. Look at Eric Swalwell, Democrat, absolute weirdo, had to drop out the race. He out here talking all this shit about the Epstein files. Meanwhile, this weirdo had so many women accused of shit against him. It was disgusting. They kicked him, the billionaire kicked him out the house. Then the fucking billionaire got arrested recently. Think about that. This man had a whole maid that was, I don't even want to talk about that, but he had a whole maid that was working his house that was illegal. Ain't he supposed to be working? And then did you see all the allegations against him? Sick weirdo. And he was leading the race in California, y'all. He was by a landslide. He was leading. These are the people that they're putting in the office. I'm telling y'all this. Donald Trump, who's low education, talks all this shit about Puerto Rico, but forgets that Puerto Rico is a part of the United States of America. And meanwhile, he talked all this shit about third world countries and shit like that. But then he's trying to make Venezuela another state. Lord have mercy, man. Right? Think about this. So I always tell you this: follow the money. Follow the money. Follow the money. And it's not just in the United States, Gary. I disagree with that. It's not just in the United States, because there's leaders in other countries that have these type of, weirdo allegations on them too. It's not just the United States. It's worldwide, brother. It's worldwide. The thing is that in other countries, they're more willing to prosecute you regardless of what level you're at. That's the difference. So they're still getting these weirdos all over. Because remember, these world leaders, they be hanging out with each other. You know, they go dap each other up. Think about this. Donald Trump talk all that shit about China, go right over there to China, dapping up the China leader. Hey, what's up, man? We cool. Donald Trump goes out here and tells y'all, hey, man, Obama's an effing traitor, man. He needs to be arrested. This motherfucker see Obama. He started dapping him up and laughing and smiling. Do y'all believe this shit? That's why I told you I don't believe none of these mofos. We don't trust you. Donald Trump talked all that shit about Barack Obama. As soon as he see Obama, you know the one person I actually respected in all that was George Bush. George Bush seen Donald Trump and said, man, get the fuck out of my face. Obama sat up there laughing and kikiing with the guy. Even Michelle Obama didn't want no parts of this scumbag. But Barack set his weirdo ass up there. What was that? That was at Ronald Reagan's funeral. I don't forget whose funeral that was at. He set his weirdo ass up there laughing and joking with Trump. At least George Bush stood on business about that. George Bush looked at him like, man, get the fuck out of my face. I ain't even touching your hand. Obama sat up there. Hey, yeah, man, what's up, man? Yeah. That's why I told y'all. 2 wings, same bird, bro. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Then they go in the back, laughing, eating dinner, saying, yeah, man, it's all politics, man. Meanwhile, you got all these people in the world that's crashing out based off their dumbass decisions. Think about what I told y'all. You can't never control my mind. You can't stop me from feeling a way about a person I feel. You can't do that to me. I have my own thought process. If mine aligns with you, hey, man, I'm going to easily say, hey, look, I agree. If I disagree, nigga, and you my mans, how the fuck you going to turn on a nigga for? Because I don't think how you think in certain aspects. This is the shit with Donald Trump. This is what he's done to all of his loyal supporters that have been loyal to him for years. Jimmy Carter funeral, that's right. Jimmy Carter funeral, that's where it was at. So I just want to come in here and give y'all this hour stir-frying this dude because he deserves more than this. And if he goes back to war, which is probably likely they're going to do, because that's all he wants to do anyways. They really just want to destroy Iran's entire country. That's what they want to do, right? That's really what they want to do, right? And y'all going to be cool with this? Innocent people losing their lives? That ain't got nothing to do with this. That's like 2 leaders having a problem and everybody else underneath gotta crash out because these 2 leaders have a problem. And really, it's a bullying situation right now. And then you don't expect somebody to defend themselves? Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. And everybody wondering, well, Ticket, why hasn't anything big? Man, they call sleepers for a reason. They're not going to do it when you expect it. They're going to do it when you least expect it. That's the part you got to be thinking about. See, they'll be patient in a mofo. They'll wait till you calm down, till you get real comfortable, till security start laxing. And then, boom. And you wonder what happened. You're like, what the hell just happened? And then everybody gonna want to go to war, but they're gonna forget what happened? They will forget all this. This is the same thing like in 1953 when Iran had a democratically, and this, you can't beat this with a stick. I want y'all to understand this. Iran had a democratically elected leader. I want y'all to think about what I'm saying. Iran had a democracy. This is how this whole thing got started. See, they will lie to y'all and go to the 1970s, but they won't go to the 1950s when this all started. This all started when Iran had a democratically elected president. Then what happened, you guys? You know what happened after that? The United States, and I believe the UK, but the United States did not like the person they elected. That's the same thing as if somebody else didn't like that the United States elected Donald Trump. And then they just, so what the United States did was they went and overthrew the leader of Iran, who was elected by the people democratically. This wasn't no dictatorship and none of that shit. Because Iran and the United States were friends at one time. You have to know your history. This is the reason why you study your history. And that is what muddied the waters. It's what happened in the mid-1950s. When the United States did that, it's forever been beef between Iran and the United States. Because you went and meddled over in their situation when they had a democratically elected leader. Just because you didn't like them doesn't mean you get to go overturn them. That's why they call it democratically elected. That's the same thing as if Donald Trump's elected, somebody else in the world don't like it, so they come overthrow Donald Trump in the States. Or imagine if somebody came and did the same thing that the United States did to Venezuela. They say, hey, man, your president is guilty of war crimes internationally. We're going to come arrest him and take him over here and try him over here. These people be mad as hell. They would want to go straight to war. But they don't have no problem when they do this in Venezuela. Meddling in other countries' business. Right? Think about what I'm saying to y'all. And I told y'all, I'll lose more subscribers. I'll lose more people that's following my channel because I'm saying this. It's okay, no problem. No, I ain't got a problem with that. I'd rather speak the truth and live in that than live a lie and live bullshit and have to please somebody that ain't worth a shit anyways. Donald Trump is not a man for this country. He's not. And when they start putting people who actually are compassionate, care about the people, want true transparency, and the last thing you want is to go to war, that's when you will have a truly great leader. Right? Not somebody that's tied to a certain political party, tied to a certain side. That shit is weak. Those are the real gangs. The United States government is the biggest gang in the world. They tell y'all, oh, it's them guys on the streets. No, it's them guys in them suits. You got two sides. You got a red side and you got a blue side up there in politics. So they hate the red side and the blue side on the streets. But they have no problem with them in politics. Think about what I'm saying. I know it's going over some of y'all head what I'm saying to y'all. And guess what? The people that's in the suits are way powerful than the people that's on the streets. But guess what? Mostly the people on the streets are the ones that's going to prison and ending up in these graveyards. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. I'm putting some real game on y'all. See, I told you guys this. They want violence to continue. They want foolishness to continue. They want unrest to continue. They could easily stop this. If the United States just focused on the United States, we could stop damn near 90% of the crime. Imagine if we took our troops and had them patrolling the United States of America. Patrolling our stores, patrolling the streets, patrolling the most dangerous neighborhoods. You think you would have any of these crimes? If you had a couple of soldiers stationed in front of every neighborhood, ready to go, instead of sending them all over these other countries into the thousands and thousands. Think about this. You think you could cut, man, listen, you cut this crime down in the United States. They don't want to. Why? It puts people out of business. It puts the jails out of business because you have less people going to prison. They need people out here acting like damn fools. Think what I'm telling y'all. They could easily cut this crime shit out. But y'all not using y'all mind to think about that. I'll put something in your brain to think about. They could easily do that. Right? They put some soldiers down, and here's the proof. They sent them boys down there to Memphis. The crime in Memphis ain't been the same. It ain't been the same like it was before they sent them down there. In Memphis, the crime has went down heavily in the last couple months. Now, imagine if you had them patrolling all these places. Man, listen, bro. You could you could have a peaceful United States of America. But once again, that's not what they really want. Right? Think about what I just said to y'all. Appreciate everybody that supported this stream or that will support the stream. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure y'all follow me on Kick. I'll put the links in the comment section for you guys to check out. And salute to everybody once again. And if you do, after this video is over with, I'll catch me in the next video. I'll shout you out if you supported this channel, or if you send a donation or something like that. I'll shout you out in the next video. Links will be in the comment section or in the description box. Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.